Hey guys, the Explanation Pro is here. Today, I'll explain a fantasy adventure film titled Journey to the West, Conquering the Demons. Spoilers incoming! The film begins with a discussion between Shang, a long-haired little girl, and her father, who happens to be a fisherman. They are discussing the strange and scary sea monster that terrorizes the riverbank town. Her father decides to prank her while Shang is playing and singing. Her father sneakily hides, swims, and scares her. All of a sudden, the monster attacks and kills her father. A lot of blood begins to be visible as it flows into the water. After that, Shang is in a state of shock. You can see on her face the sadness and grief of losing her father. Shang's mother goes to her to comfort and hug her. During this time, the villagers are so terrified that they summon a Taoist priest in the hope of casting out and killing the sea monster. In this instance, all of the townsfolk are putting all their hope in the priest because they think that it is their last resort. The Taoist priest begins to perform his ritual prayer. He dances with the wind and sings joyfully while riding on a boat. While doing that, the Taoist priest secretly drops a grenade into the river, causing it to kill the big manta ray. After that scenario, the priest persuades the townsfolk that the sea monster that have been terrorizing them for a long time has already been killed by him. As a return for the priest's service, the mayor of the village offers him a lump sum of money and fish. He generously refused the offering. The Taoist priest hasn't yet killed the genuine sea monster. According to Xuanzang, a dirty-looking long-haired man and a self-proclaimed demon hunter, they all look at him with disagreement. They ignore and laugh and make fun of him, and then they shockingly tie him to a pole. The villagers rejoice and swim in the river, believing that the monster has already died. The sea demon monster reappears soon after and massacres the inhabitants. The sea monster kills everyone on its way. Even Shang, the little kid, and her mother have been eaten by the monster. Xuanzang manages to free himself from the pole, and he advises everyone to remain calm and conceal themselves since he believes that the sea monster can detect fear. And as the noise becomes louder, the more the monster becomes aggressive. With all his force and effort, he successfully captures the demon with the help of a fat lady. The fat lady jumps onto a level plank, causing the sea monster to fling itself into the air and land on the dock. The sea monster transforms into a wet, naked, handsome guy all of a sudden. Xuanzang takes out the book of nursery rhymes and performs and sings a nursery rhyme to unleash the goodness in the demon's body. But the demon continues to assault him. During this time, another beautiful lady demon hunter named Miss Duan arrives. She beats the demon to death before capturing it to her magic bag and turning it into a puppet. All of the village people praise Miss Duan as they believe that Miss Duan is the one who truly defeats the sea monster. Xuanzang is so taken aback that he asks for the name of another demon hunter and tells her that his master taught him a new approach to catch the demon that is more humane. Similar to using a nursery rhyme that can bring the demon's goodness out, Xuanzang believes that all demons have virtue in their hearts as well, that we are all born naturally good. Miss Duan believes Xuanzang's arguments and approach are too flimsy and delusory. Xuanzang returns home with a heavy heart to see his master. His master, a fat and jolly-looking guy, sees Xuanzang returning from the riverside village. Xuanzang is lamenting his lack of power, doubting his ability to capture demons and even comparing himself to other demon hunters who fight demons aggressively and physically. His master answered all of Xuanzang's reservations about his talents. He told him about his humanist ideology and reassured him that his ideology is pure and powerful. He dispatches Xuanzang once more to seek out son Wukong, the Monkey King, and assist him in attaining enlightenment. Meanwhile, in the middle of the wilderness, a couple walks inside an abandoned and creepy-looking restaurant. They are both escorted by a female waitress who takes them on a tour of the restaurant. The waitress showcases the beautiful interior design of the restaurant and also the popular pig delicacy that is currently being cooked inside the rotisserie. Meanwhile, the top chef revealed himself to be KL Hog, a handsome man who doesn't speak a word. It turns out KL Hog is the pig demon and killed both of them using sharp equipment. Shortly after, Xuanzang is traveling alone in the forest and arrives at the same abandoned and creepy restaurant, where he notices that it has become overrun with corpses and horrible-looking meat that is inside the rotisserie. As a demon hunter, Xuanzang is able to see through this apparition and recognize the bodies of those who have been slaughtered by the demon. The waitress continuously showcased the place, just like she did with a couple a while ago. Xuanzang finally approaches the attendant and introduces himself as a demon hunter. The waitress has been shocked by this revelation about Xuanzang. She tries to assault him and knocks him down on the ground. Miss Duan appeared out of nowhere to assist Xuanzang with the restaurant. She was so irritated by the things that were happening around her that she ended up killing all the bodies around her. She yells angrily at the person in charge of everything. The pig demon approaches from behind and strikes Duan. The battle between Duan and the pig demon strikes the facility. After a while, they successfully capture the pig demon with all their strength and with the help of Xuanzang. And she then places the pig demon inside her magic bag to make it into a puppet. Nonetheless, the demon pig is so powerful that it bursts out from the bag and transforms into a massive hairy hog. Because the building is now falling apart, Xuanzang and Miss Duan flee the restaurant and flee for their lives. Over time, Miss Duan forms a strong attachment to Xuanzang. After being awestruck by Xuanzang's principles of selflessness and peacefulness, Miss Duan confesses and declares her love for Xuanzang, but he is uninterested. Xuanzang departs, continuing his search for enlightenment. Xuanzang's master encourages him to seek out the Monkey King demon known as Sun Wukong, who has been bound in a lotus cave for 500 years by Buddha. To assist him in capturing the pig demon, Xuanzang is kidnapped by a group infamous for slaying both demons and demon hunters on his way to the mountain that night. Miss Duan was one of the first captives to arrive. All of this is eventually shown to be a ruse devised by Miss Duan to dupe Xuanzang into having sexual relationship with her. After Xuanzang rejects her again, Duan's efforts appear to be futile. While the gang, Miss Duan and Xuanzang were driving through the woods in their vehicle, the demon pig reappeared and hunted them down. They did everything they could to avoid being pursued by the pig demon, but the pig demon is so fast that it still managed to catch up to them and rip their vehicle apart. Miss Duan is injured as a result of the crash. Xuanzang dashes off to check on Duan. Meanwhile, Almighty Foot, Prince Important, and Fist of the North Star are the names of the three opposing hunters. The pig demon was frightened away by the trio. Xuanzang's care for her injury strikes Duan as a romantic gesture. However, Xuanzang rejects Duan's affection for him since he is seeking enlightenment and does not want to be distracted from his quest. Duan is enraged as a result of this and destroys his book of nursery rhymes before fleeing. Days passed and Xuanzang covered a significant amount of ground. He began to feel exhausted, but he remained defiant in the face of the situation. Xuanzang arrived at the Five Fingers Mountain after all of his efforts. He looked in every direction but couldn't spot the Monkey King. Xuanzang drank some water and started meditating on the Buddha. Finally, he comes across a cave hidden beneath a lotus garden. Xuanzang sees Monkey King Sun Wukong there and learns that the Monkey King has been imprisoned by Buddha for 500 years. They disagree on how to defeat Gale Hog, a pig demon. Sun Wukong felt helpless in his attempt to be liberated from the cave, so he attempted to flee. But the force of Buddha resisted him. In exchange for his release, Xuanzang persuades him to assist him in defeating the pig demon. Xuanzang learns how to vanquish the demon from the Monkey King. They'll both need a beautiful female who can dance to serve as a demon's bait. Miss Duan arrives on the scene out of nowhere and expresses her willingness to assist. To entice the demon pig, Miss Duan promised to dance in the moonlight. The demon pig appears later that night and tries to hunt Xuanzang and Miss Duan. Unfortunately for the pig demon, it tumbled into the tunnel beneath the lotus, where the Monkey King quickly captured it, allowing Miss Duan to turn the demon into a puppet with her magic bag. Miss Duan presents Xuanzang with two puppets, a fish and a pig, as well as her golden bracelet weapon as an engagement band. Sadly, Xuanzang rejects her once more. Miss Duan returns Xuanzang's nursery rhyme book, which she patched together and reassembled. Sun Wukong, the Monkey King, convinces Xuanzang into removing the lotus blossom, which is the seal that ties him and prevents him from escaping. Xuanzang removed it and the Monkey King stormed out of the cave, vowing exact vengeance on Buddha. Xuanzang begins to kneel and pray to Buddha, which enrages the Monkey King to the point of ripping his hair out. During the battle between Xuanzang and Monkey King, three demon hunters emerge to catch and kill the Monkey King, Almighty Foot, Prince Important, and the Fist of the North Star. But their attempts were no match for the Monkey King's might, and they were all easily dispatched by the Monkey King. Miss Duan reappears and saves Xuanzang, but the Monkey King gravely wounds her. Xuanzang proclaims his love to Miss Duan as he lies down on the ground. Taking her last breath, Miss Duan's body is vaporized by the Monkey King, who continues to terminate the scene. Xuanzang realized when he looked at his nursery book that Miss Duan had unintentionally reconstructed the phrases in his nursery rhyme book into Buddha Sutra. Buddha is summoned by Xuanzang to defeat the Monkey King. Using the palm of the Buddha's hand, Buddha easily overcomes the Monkey King. Xuanzang and the Monkey King arrive at a tranquil and serene location. The golden ring is then placed on the Monkey King's head and transformed into a golden headband by Xuanzang. Later, Xuanzang admits to his teacher that he has suffered greatly as a result of Duan's death. However, he receives the needed insight as a result of all this. Xuanzang is subsequently ordered by his master to travel to the west in search of the Buddhist sutras of the Layan Temple. It is also revealed at the conclusion that Xuanzang is now joined by the Water Demon and Pig Demon, as well as the Monkey King, who have been transformed into humans. As they journey through the desert, Xuanzang notices an image of Duan in the sand. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and also subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. See you in the next video.